Hello everybody, Happy New Year and welcome back to another video where today I will be looking at the unused content of Angry Birds Epic. I will be skipping the more technical stuff for this video. Also, I just want to point out that when the Angry Birds Epic was first announced, people did not like it at all. People were calling it like South Park, the Stick of Truth, which I have never played, but yeah, I can see that being similar. IGN and the official Angry Birds channel both have a terrible like to dislike ratio, especially IGN. So, which is kind of ironic because that's when Angry Birds peaked in general. Like that's like it's just the greatest game in the series, in my opinion. Anyways, let's begin with some beta sprites. First off is the beta pillar, which originally had a mighty eagle instead of red, like the later versions of the game. Next up, the beta knight, which originally had a green feather instead of a red feather. And finally, the sprite that Red Shield used was not curved line like the final game, but tiny shield circling around the birds. For whatever reason, 2 levels go unused, those being South Beach 3 and 4. These are 2 possible internal project names, which are Angry Birds Heroes and Angry Birds Heroes without a colon, because the acronym for it is ABH, so there are leftovers for the original cutscene. It is unknown and an unknown update is now a pre-rendered asset over the first cutscene. Both the triggers and textures for the original cutscene are still there. There are 2 different old game icons for Angry Birds Epic in the files. Because the arena is closed for an indefinite amount of time, the cheater stamp, which was used to identify cheaters, now go unused for the rest of time. There's an FPS display, which in versions less than 1.43, that it only appears that setting base game object set active false to base game object set active true, and FPS display start, and pressing F6 would enable them. However, the call for enabling them was stripped in later versions, making them impossible to load without removing the check for the F6 key if start. And in versions beyond 2.0.25241.4080, which mentions the developer code, also getting access to those above commands. A few messages referred to PlayStation or signing in. It was most likely relating to the PlayStation Network. These are also called PS4 main service that does not exist in the main game's assembly. The game goes for an autosave message that would normally only appear in console, suggesting that possibly that a PS4 release was planned, but it ended up being scrapped later on, and we never got a PS4 release. Network failure .message, which is like no PlayStation Network message. Startup.psn.popup.message. You have to be signed into PlayStation Network in order to be signed in to play Angry Birds Epic. Startup.psn pop-up button, sign in. Startup save indicator description, which Angry Birds Epic uses an auto-save feature. When you save this, please do not turn off your system. And startup load save indicator saving, and it's just saving, like most games. There's also some development text, which cannot be seen in normal gameplay. Startup loading fake, which is loading fake data, which is related to a function to load fake data in the Unity editor. And toast error broken cutscene. And it says, "We are sorry, but an unexpected error occurred in the cutscene. It will be aborted and reloaded now." Alright, so every class has and bird has an internal class name, so let's just get right into it. Class Knight is the Knight class. The Class Guardian is the Guardian class. Class Samurai is the Samurai class. Class Paladin is the Paladin class. Class Avenger is the Avenger Class Stone Guard is the Stone Guard class. For bonus classes, Class Ronin equals Ronin. Class Mage is Mage. Class Lightning Bird is Lightning Bird. Class Rainbird is Rainbird. Class Wizard is Wizard. Class Thunderbird is Thunderbird. And Class Illusionist is Illusionist. And then first word, the Nerd is the Archmage, which is kind of funny. Class Cleric, which is the Cleric. Class Druid, which is the Druid. Class Princess, which is the Princess. Class Priest, which is the Priest. Class Bard, which is the Bard. Class Witch is the Witch. And Class Moon Priest is Moon Priestess. So, Class Pirate is the Pirate. Class Cannoneer is the Cannoneer. Class Berserk is the Berserk class. Class Captain is the Captain class. Class Sea Dog is Sea Dog. Class Winter Fighter is Frost Savage. And for bonus classes, there are Corsair, which is the Corsair class. And finally, for the blues, the Trickster, Class Tricksters is the Tricksters. Class Rogues is the Rogues. Class Marksman is the Marksman. Class Spies is the Spies. Class Shulkers is the Shulkers. Class Treasure Hunters is the Treasure Hunters. And for bonus classes, Skin Elite Tricksters Legacy, which are the Legacy Tricksters. And finally, we got some developer test profiles. So let's just begin. In the game's assets directory and the folder profiles, there are 16 pre-made profiles with set status, but that only appear in the final release of the game. And profile normal level 80.bin is level 80. Snelling 14,557. Lucky coins 1,381. Friendship Essence 5. Classes unlocked. Doesn't say. In-game player name RYZ. Keys acquired yellow and blue. Arena trophies, Platinum Trophy of Season 10, and Stone Frame of Season 4. Friends, Michael Staff, Andres, Kazig, Dominic Haisner, Siggy, Chimera, Ushin Caspers, Nut, Goldbert, George Bayer, Steph Caruser, Max Walther, Marcus Walding, Roman Alexis, Any, Boris Conrad Haser, Anna McDowell, Hendrik Lesser, and Christopher Willman. Anvil level 1, Cauldron level 1, and Juice level 2, Hot Veggie Cake level 1, and Fruit Cake level 0 because it's still locked. Anyways, this one was definitely a shorter one, but that next video is going to be longer than that because I'm doing Angry Birds Transformers next, and in Angry Birds Transformers there is a ton of pre-release which will be at the end of the video. So until next week, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.